Closer. Closer. I might spit, but that's it. Closer. That's too close. Do you have any more strings? I'm sorry.
Thank you, good night.
Do you have more strings, or do you need that guitar? We were given 40 minutes, right? Yeah. Thank you. We'll just set something.
Gotta turn these lights on or something.
Yeah, we're flashing by the lights.
Dim them a little bit, please.
We're really shy.
We've never broken strings.
Yeah, you hear everything at once?
Yeah.
Everything here.
Josh, you should be doing this.
Tell a joke!
I don't know any jokes.
Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
Jay, play some Maiden solos.
Yeah, seriously, play some fucking beats. Do some fucking Jump at the Beast.
Oh man, I started some trouble here.
If I could play that, it would be a TV band. Okay.
This is awesome.
Probably gonna forget.
On with the show. We I'd just like to say we came up from Philadelphia today, and down in Philadelphia we've got a pretty strong activist community, and it's getting stronger every day, which I'm really excited to report. We've got things like the Wooden Shoe Bookstore, which has been collectively run and operating for over 20 years. We've got a brand new space on Lancaster Avenue opening up. There's going to be a community radio station broadcast from there, community zine, open lab access. We're going to try to start a library there. And I have to say that coming up here and seeing this today, I'm really honored to be part of this, to be able to do something to benefit this. And I urge all of you to get involved with this space. This is immaculate. This is beautiful. I urge you all to respect this space, to treat it good, and to just keep this going. Cover if you know the words. Sing along. I know you know it. bear with us. We got 2 more.
This is an anthem for the D-Beat generation. It's called Raw as Fuck. Thanks again to Nails and everybody who supports this place. And yeah, the other band's gonna be great. Stick around.
Do one more.
Y'all should stick around. Another performer coming up. Y'all down with hip hop? Oh shit. Y'all down with revolution? So y'all down with hip hop? It's a very good model of social change that exists in something that we like to call hip hop. My name is DJ U-Rock. I'm a DC hip hop artist. Y'all down with DC hip hop? Yeah! Okay. I mean, really? Okay. So, I'm the pro-Palestinian, pro-Zapatista, anti-Freemasonry, hip-hop's new teacher. I stand for justice and self-determination, trying to see the restoration of democracy into my nation. So what you say, son, it's not hip-hop, you're double-time and diamond rhyming bullshit has got to stop. But what you got, so-called conscious MCs trying to lead the flock, but most of them ain't really down for the struggle, they're too busy trying to juggle album sales and images, points and cameos, trying to decide if it's hip-hop or your soul. So I stood, took my position, put the pen to paper, cue the beat, hopefully you listen, pay attention, ears open so you don't miss it. This is hip-hop for social change, don't get it twisted. I'm the anti-military defense industry, Pentagon plan to invade your privacy, anti-barcode microchip implant, DNA chromosomes to clone an infant, pro-liberty, pro-democracy, I'm a pro at what I do, a pro-MC. I keep my culture within my reach because some cats don't deserve freedom of speech. Study your lessons, take notes to teach, knowledge is a chair to get from beneath. They'll control your mind as long as it stays weak. Oppression is a tool they learned from the Greeks. Fight with what you know, all's doing time. We ruled the earth once before it's been designed. Handed to our mother, straight from the divine. So this is more than just another ideology rhyme. This is more than just another ideology rhyme. I was born November 17th. 77, some said this was significant, seeing signs and shooting stars, saying things of who we are, so now it's self-evident. The power of the seven must have been relevant. Well, not really, yo. I stray from that science of seeing things symbolically, so having that said, I read sacred scriptures, so see how that's read. Search for the meaning, internalize the text, synthesize the substance, and predict what comes next. But science has a way of being simple. And simplicity is divine, so somewhere in the universe, a single star has been selected and deserves its time to shine. Some see seven scientifically, now seven seems so symbolic. I see a single cell of Sanskrit speaking Spanish to a certain psychic, now my words are ultrasonic. Some see seven scientifically, now seven seems so symbolic. I see a single cell of Sanskrit speaking Spanish to a certain psychic, now my words are ultrasonic. This psychedelic Salvadoran strolled into your scenery, stricken by the soundscape but shaken by the tyranny, and I had fantasies of single-handedly smashing the travesty. Now seriously, takes more than clever euphemism and alliteration to organize a movement against annihilation and apartheid for amnesty. An end to AIDS, it all begins with me. So the social scientist with the sample symphony speaks truth through your stereo, seeming slightly annoyed at those who don the gear and pose and claim to know the politics and prose as if they've spoken to those who heard the call and rose to lead their people through a struggle to topple their foes at the same time. I'm speaking with spirits, I whisper low so you can't even hear it. Now it's the trend to philosophize, capture the power of sevens and fives, uncover truth that was told to lies and trick themselves into believing that they've got third eyes. They see seven scientifically, now seven seems so symbolic. I see a single cell of Sanskrit speaking Spanish to a certain psychic, well now my words are ultrasonic. Thank you. So I'm walking down U Street yesterday, right? Y'all been to U Street? U-turn. Y'all been to U-turn? Club U-turn? No? Oh, y'all been to Ben's Chili Bowl, right? Damn. Okay. Well, let's keep it like that. So I'm walking down U Street and this dude, he steps to a cop and he's like, yo, why there's so many cops on the street? And the cop was like, oh, you didn't hear? They made DC a state. And the dude was like, oh shit, they made DC a state. He's like, yeah, police state, motherfucker, get back inside. It's a little poem about DC. Y'all familiar with your DC history? Bring me down just a little bit. Okay, y'all familiar with your DC local politics and shit? Y'all know about the Mount Pleasant riots in '91? Y'all know about Marion Barry? Y'all know about why the fuck DC's not a fucking state? See, they burned down the block back in '68. White folks boarded up and then moved out of state. Let the hood run down to enjoy the tax rate. Never mind the broken windows that would cut and scrape. The junkies and the shooters, they still congregate. Seemed like hard times. Well, then came '88. Cocaine, PCP, crack, wars at the gate, CHV, CTU, and the Harvard estates. The cops were on the take. The mayor licks the plate. I know you've heard the jokes. You've probably seen the tape. The mayor of the city smoking crack with his mate. He claimed he didn't do it. It was just a mistake. The bitch set me up, I didn't even partake. Then he turned to the city, please don't forsake. Forgive and forget, we don't need the headache, but the damage had been done and now it's much too great. This is DC, You might think that you own it. A piece of South Africa on the Potomac to the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico and Guam. We understand the struggle, we gon' drop the bomb. This is DC. You might think that you own it. A piece of South Africa on the Potomac to the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico and Guam. We understand the struggle, we gon' drop the bomb. See, you can't vote, but you gotta pay tax. It ain't a city, it's not a state, cause they scared of the blacks. Fuck chocolate city. Imagine a chocolate state with 2 chocolate senators in the debate. Excuse me, Mr. Helms, please show some restraint. My colleague from the district would like to restate his opposition to your plan to raise the tax rate on the poorest citizens whose lives you dictate. This would have been the scene back in the day, but the Southern oligarchy had their way. They kept him out of the process and stole democracy and laughed in the chambers and kept the policy. Cut to the scene in the hotel years later, the gravity of the situation's now much greater. They've got a new excuse for holding us back. It's not because you're black, your mayor smokes crack. This is DC. You might think that you own it. A piece of South Africa on the Potomac to the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico and Guam. We understand the struggle, we gon' drop the bomb. This is DC. You might think that you own it. A piece of South Africa on the Potomac to the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico and Guam. We understand the struggle, we gon' drop the bomb. We understand the struggle, we gon' drop the bomb. If it's a colony, then where's the resistance? I would vote for a mayor who showed persistence. Not that Bowtie will reconsider. He'll just sell the city off to the highest bidder. Sell DC General, privatize the jails, help give the whole damn city to Doug Jamel. But what about Latinos and MTP? Black families down the southeast, the Ethiopians and the Vietnamese and all the hardworking people who live in DC. They treat them like the Gaza Strip and West Bank while they settle the neighborhood with an SUV tank. For years, the banks wouldn't loan inside of the city. They had a plan to make sure the blocks look gritty. But on the inside, they made them look pretty to sell to rich folks when they came for the city. This is DC. You might think that you own it. A piece of South Africa on the Potomac to the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico and Guam. We understand the struggle, we gon' We understand the struggle, we gon' Yeah, give yourself a round of applause. Y'all want to collaborate on something else?
Yeah.
Are you sure though?
Yeah.
Gotta drink some water before we do that?
Yeah.
I'm with her. She's cool.
Yeah.
Y'all cool as fuck, because we couldn't do this shit. Well, I don't want to tell you that. We couldn't pull this shit off in the hip hop community if we had like fucking Mos Def was there, man. I definitely gotta say that the turnout here, I'm really impressed. Give y'all some tips and shit later on if you want to talk about building a movement, but shit, y'all doing it on your own. Give me we're gonna do a little improvisation freestyle shit. Give me political issue. You right here in the front. Something that's like on the news, some shit.
Taco Bell, the coalition of monthly
Oh shit. The coalition of which workers?
The monthly.
What do they do?
They pick the tomatoes that Taco Bell.
You mean the coalition of tomato pickers? Okay, okay, that's an issue. I'm with that. Give me a member of George Bush's administration. Oh, they can't all do it at once, but Rumsfeld said it loud. It's okay. So Taco Bell tomato pickers, a coalition. No, wait. The coalition of Taco Bell tomato growers. Rumsfeld, give me something local. Josh, do you have any local issues you would like to add?
How about the
Teachers Union in DC. Y'all know what's going on in DC? Okay, I'm sorry. One more. You. Give me something to laugh about.
Not talking movie.
Now That motherfuckers is hard as shit. People be like, oh, shit, rap about weed. Shit, we're gonna rap about weed too. Okay, so Coalition of Taco Bell Tomato Growers, the DC Public School Teachers Union Embezzlement Fraud, Mountaintop Removal,
And weed.
Weed. There was one more, Donald Russell. Okay, so.
More importantly, weed.
Y'all ready? Y'all ain't fucking with me yet. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker's cool shit. All right.
Yeah.
Woo!
It'll shut off.
I walked down 16th Street to cop me a dub. I went and saw my man Dub. He showed me some love. He said, holla at Rumsfeld. He know how to weld. He got the fat pockets, dude. They sure to melt. I'm like, what? Buy drugs from the Secretary of Defense? He's like, please, you rock. Don't take no offense. See, you understand that the war on drugs is not in actuality a war on thugs. It's a war on profits. And they've slowly been dipping. So them motherfuckers in the street start tripping and trying to boost the price up like Taco Bell tomatoes. What, you ain't heard? That shit is all potatoes. What? Potato, yo, he said potato. I'm like, yo, fuck that shit. That's my fucking motto, whether Taco Bell or Starbucks, you're all getting fucked. Take you back, and I might spend a buck. Shit, I eat Peking duck. Don't shop at Mexican restaurants, fast food chains that exploit workers and keep them in chains because you know the whole thing is worker liberation. My shit is like, I'm trying to see my next vacation. But understand this, I still don't support things like unfair traded coffee and sweatshop rings. That's why I get my shit organically. These cats are trying to planet me. They're like, we need the crop growers to be Hispanic, see? Oh shit, that's why I came back to DC. Smoke some little tree off of 13th and T just to ease my mind. It's like a mountaintop removal, a lobotomy and shit. These cats are seeing pupils, and my third eye's quite dilated. These cats are respirated. Shit, a whole block, these shit is vegetated. Yo, workers, do some more work. Fuck you, boss. Well, we look like some jerks. Then we started coalition, then we started union. Next thing you know, we be like the Soviet Union. Oh shit, that's what he said, so we need a Cold War to take off these cats to their head, put them back instead, put them in prisons instead. Oh shit, now their families are not well fed, who cares? That was the point from day one, to conquer the world and use free labor, free land, to otherwise build an American nation that would one day control the economy in a fulfillment of some prophecy, destiny. Fuck, that shit ain't got nothing to do with me, cause I'm up on 13th and Tree, trying to smoke some tree, but shit, that ain't me. Man, that was terrible. That was so bad. Man, Josh, that's how bad that shit was. All right, so that was so bad, we're gonna do one more.
It's wonderful music. I will be playing the oud. It's a lute. That's the main instrument. My children will be joining me. Shireen Foti will be playing the violin. Feiruz Foti will be singing along. Ziad Foti will be playing the drum, or the tabla in Arabic. And Nadine Foti will be playing the flute. And my name is Fuad Foti, I'll be playing the lute. And we're going to start, thank you. We're going to start our first song. It's called كان في مرة طفل صغير. It's about a little boy in Lebanon flying his kite. And while he's flying his kite, he sees this airplane coming above. And he was so happy to see an airplane, and so the tale of the story is that the airplane ended up dropping bombs and destroying his home. And the song is called كان في مرة, and that we'll go ahead and start with that. عم بيفتش We have two more songs for you then. And this one is going to be sung by Shirin.
Just don't touch the
Shirin?
room.
This song is called نسم علينا الهوى. It's for a very popular singer called, her name is Fairuz. It means turquoise, and also the name of my daughter, Fairuz. Fairuz talks about the beautiful weather and the nasim in our country. And so this is kind of a love song and a love for your country. نسم علينا الهوى.
Thank you.